Okay, this one, Felicia, I'm so happy she's in the chat. She is dealing with some personal things right now that I was thinking, Felicia, that you might not be able to be here. I'm so happy that you are. I thought no matter what, whether she is or isn't, I am having this product on because I am such a believer in this product. Any chance I get, I want to let the world know about CPR wraps. And Felicia Jackson and I, there she is right there. We met, we became friends and sort of business besties when I was doing my Inventor Live show. She was one of my very first guests on Inventor Live. She submitted the product to me, and it was one of the very first ones that I saw, but I just expedited it and said, I've got to get this on because it spoke very near and dear to my heart, no pun intended. CPR wrap, you're seeing it right here. She's done a phenomenal job with the packaging and the branding, but this is a life-saving product. And the reason I say that, first of all, let me just show you what it is if you're not familiar with it, and then I'll kind of tell you the backstory. But Felicia is so inspiring to me. She did a TEDx talk that was so wonderful. And I encourage you, if you haven't already watched that after the show, definitely take time to do that because she's so inspirational and doing so many wonderful things with her product. And please share this with the world. Essentially, what it is it's a bit like a stencil for CPR. So if you are with somebody who is in distress, who is not breathing, who is having a heart issue, I don't know if you've ever been in that situation before, but most times, many times, no matter how trained you might be, when you're in that situation, everything you know goes out the window because you are panicked and you just can't think straight. And so that happened to Felicia, which is why she came up with this. She's actually very trained. And when it happened to her, she just panicked and she couldn't think. And that was the impetus. And maybe that's why that happened thankfully everyone was okay in the end. But if that happened so that she could create this and save lives and get this out to everyone, then I guess it was all worth it. But I know that happened to me with my son, Colin. I'll tell that story in just a second, but I wanted to show you what it is. So basically this is something that every household, every car, every office, anything should have these. They are all of $8 with the Grommet code. So I mean, if you haven't already bought one or 100 of them, please do that tonight. Give her, get that QR code, give her an upvote because what she's doing is phenomenal. And essentially, if someone is in distress, you open up this package, out comes this, you lay this on their body. The mouthpiece is right here. It gives you step by step instructions, exactly what to do, where to place your hands, how many times you need to compress, all of that. So if all reason goes out the window during that time of panic, this has you covered. And for me, just peace of mind, if you have little ones and you leave them with a babysitter, and God forbid if something should happen, if someone's choking, if who knows what, the fact that you can tell the babysitter that that's there, God forbid, if, in case they need it, what a godsend. How smart is this? So it's so lightweight. And again, she's done just such a phenomenal job making it so simple. So it is just foolproof. It takes the guesswork out of doing CPR. And again, it's called CPR wraps. There are different sizes. There's the adult size. And is it just 2 sizes, Felicia? I forget what the sizes are now. I don't have them all in front of me. I think there's adult and kids. Is that correct? Let me know on that. But yes, that happened to my son, Colin, and he has Williams syndrome. For those who don't know, with Williams syndrome, heart issues are very common. In fact, up to 75% of people with Williams syndrome have serious heart conditions. And he had open heart surgery when he was 2. And when he was about 8 years old or 9 years old, we went to sleep one night. And fortunately, my son, Jack, shared a room with him. Jack came in, woke me up saying something's wrong with Colin. And I went in to see what was wrong, and it comes an adult, child, and infant. Okay, thank you. And he was unresponsive, completely unresponsive and getting blue. And as much as I had been through all the training multiple times, I just panicked. I couldn't breathe myself. I did not know what to do. And if my husband was not home, if my son Jack was not there, I don't know what would have happened. And so the second I saw this product, I thought what I wouldn't have given to have this on that night. And fortunately, Colin's okay now, but he was in a coma for 30 hours. It was just awful. And I just hope that never happens to, I hope it happens to very few people. But when it does, for $8 to be able to have this on hand, it's a no-brainer. So I'm, again, so grateful to Felicia for creating this. It's a brilliant product, and it's very, very well done. And, tell the world about it. I think every school should have a boatload of these. Every restaurant, every place should have so many of these. It should just be an absolute staple. And she's making major headway in that. She is winning all kinds of awards, getting all kinds of accolades, all kinds of attention from all different, everything that you can imagine. And that is absolutely the way it should be, not just because it's a great product, but because she's a wonderful human being who is so inspirational and doing such great things. So Felicia, thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much for creating CPR wraps. Does anybody have any questions? Play Amigo says, I've had CPR training and I know it'll all vanish if I ever am in a real life emergency. I can tell you firsthand, absolutely. Leslie is saying she's so emotional right now. I lost someone I loved very much in a huge crowd of people from a cardiac arrest during a Super Bowl event in 2012. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Boy, we hear about those things way too many times. But these moments are important because this is how you learn about these things and you can tell other people. So thank you so much.